Oh my god. You popping, dude. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's Thursday. January 7th. 2021. Oh yes, the new year. So I think this is the first one of 2021. So this is new. There you go. Yes, I'm a day late. I procrastinated. Yeah, yeah. I get it. Yeah. I procrastinated. So, um what okay. Yeah, I scheduled it in yesterday, but I think I haven't talked to my MT mans in a long time. My high school friends, so a couple of them were on, so I decided to join them. I was gonna do it. I think I was gonna do it. I think I can't really know for sure, but I think I was gonna do it. I think I was gonna do a vlog, but yeah, no. So I just joined them. Now I just started talking to them. I guess we just kept talking. My boy Jaden, my boy Chris joined, my boy Izzy joined. You know, a lot of people, joined. So, um, and today, I spent most of the day just setting up my computer, my monitors. I now have mounted monitors, as you can see. It's really hard to show because the wires are stuck. I yeah, the wires are stuck, so I can't really show it. But oh, there you go. So yeah, I just sort of have that going now. Look, I can have this. Oh, well, you know what? I'll fix it later, some other time. Not now. Not in the middle of the vlog. Um. Oh, my guy. My guy. All right. There you go. I got it set up. So I think last time I was talking about how I was chilling a lot. Like I wanted to get back on track. I wanted to get back in my productive state and like all that. And you know what? It's getting there. It's getting there. It's not perfect. There's still some days where I just chill around, but I'm sort of getting it. Like I'm looking at some calendars. I didn't do much calendar today since I kind of woke up a little later. Like afternoon, and I was just waiting for the package to come up. So yeah, I just sort of um how would you explain this? I just sort of just set this up and then decided to do this. Before I did this, I did the future authoring program by Jordan Peterson. Like I did a little bit of it, like a quarter, and I'll talk more about that later. Yeah, so that was fun. Not well, wasn't the most fun, but it was actually kind of difficult. Um, let's see here. I've gone back into reading as well. Back into reading, uh, 1984. So it's pretty good. I love it. Uh, it's actually pretty interesting. It's really interesting, actually. I'm gonna get back to reading again. Um, Definitely like reading is one of those things that I should always be doing. Like, I shouldn't make it a chore because there are good books, and I should just read something that is enjoyable. If not, if not a whole chapter, I can read at least 5 to 10 pages. Doesn't have to be cumbersome like that. Just making sure to keep it as a habit, keep it as a thing that I just do, and yeah, I think it's a great time for me to be more, um, reserved. It's less of it's less. It's an activity that is less, I guess, dopamine inducing. So just it's a lot more chill, a lot more vibing. I guess. So yeah, that's why I do it. What else? Um, Yeah, I'm really tired. um, I've been sort of getting back into the exercising, running thing. I've been less scheduled about it. I've been just kind of doing it because I felt like it. So, yeah, the scheduling and the to do list part. I feel like that's something I kind of want to focus on because I feel like if I get that in check, I can get everything else in sort of order. So, yeah. Um, what else? Okay. Um, topics. I guess I'm gonna talk about. I was gonna talk about the school starting soon in like 10 days, and I'm not gonna lie. I'm pretty nervous about that. Nervous in the sense that um it was kind of hellish last time, even though it like looking back, it really isn't that bad compared to some other people or some other people that have to go through school. Like I don't have a job. Like it's not that stressful. I don't have to do an 8 hour shift and then find out I have to do this university project. But I guess last time it was just so, I guess, boring and like it's sort of just like miserable and you know I'm kind of nervous about transitioning into lazy me into me doing school. Like I'm just scared that I might not be able to handle it, but I know I can. Like I think I should really be more confident in my ability to do that because generally I'm much more of a stronger and much more of a resilient person than I think I am, and I know I can handle it. It's just school, bro. It's just college. And it's like I have my whole life ahead of me. I you know I guess I'm just scared that I don't want to waste years of my life going doing school and it might not even land me anywhere in life. I just don't want to be a failure, and I guess that's what I'm more scared about. And I guess that sort of feeling, that sort of dread, always comes up during school time, and I think it does relate to some sort of my fear of the future in some way. So yeah, but yeah, um, so I did some of the future authoring program. It does actually recommend that I don't finish in one sitting. Apparently, it takes like 3 hours. So I'm thinking of putting either into four or it's splitting it up into 4 days or 3 days even. And yeah, generally it is actually very difficult. It's a so just to explain the future authoring program or and like the self authoring program at all from Jordan Peterson. It's basically like, well, you sort of write out your self reflections. Like it asks you a bunch of questions that generally have a self reflection type thing. Like just to, for example, a question would be like, what would you like your future to be in 3 to 5 years? Like if you got your act together, in 3 to 5 years, what would your future look like? And it would also ask if if you didn't improve and do all those things that you should be doing, what would your life be like in 3 to 5 years? Like there's a sort of like a vision of heaven and a vision of hell, like almost like sort of thing, like it's like a sort of imagery thing. Like you imagine your life in the future if you sort of got on track and did everything you were supposed to do, and it also sort of makes you imagine a future where you didn't get your shit together and you're just sort of like you know also the reason why I'm breathing really hard is I ate a big dinner, bro. Like I'm, I'm getting tired from just talking, bro. It's crazy. But yeah, like that's the reason. What else? Also, the hair is getting really long. I kind of want to grow it out. See, I haven't grown it out, like actually grown it out all the way in a long time. So I'm actually really curious to. I'm 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 actually really curious how it will look. Uh, Face is getting a little chubbier too. Oh, okay. That's the reason why I didn't really do much yesterday. Well, I did some stuff. I ran yesterday, I think. I ran, took a shower, stretched even. Wow, look at me stretching. Let's go. But I had a headache, so it's like, damn, I don't want to be doing that. Headache sucks. No headache for me. No siree. And it's mostly gone now, so I think just some sleep. We recovered. What else? So yeah, generally I'm like, yeah. So I did some of the future authoring program. It's difficult because I do have to face my own self reflection and face my own, I guess, fear of the future. Maybe some excitements too. Like I guess like when it asked me what kind of future I could have, what kind of like a realistic future that I could have, it also makes me realize how hard and how much work it would take to get there, like how much work it would take to actually be to get that future. And obviously like, I guess that's part of it. Like if you want a good life, it's not just gonna come to you. You're just gonna have to get after it. And I like that. I do. I like the idea of getting after what you deserve. Like you deserve what you put into life. Like what I'm saying. What you put into life, you get out of. Like you put on a lot of work, you'll get. You'll bear the fruits of your labor. And I like the general idea, obviously, but it's just, man, as exciting as it is and like as motivating it could be, maybe. I was thinking about it too. Like when I got the future authoring program, just to let you guys know, it was like $7. I sort of had this expectation that it was gonna change my life or something. Like it was gonna turn around this whole thing. That I was gonna just transition from lazy me to productive me in a second. But yeah, it asked a lot of questions into a lot of categories in life, work, career, friends and family, like how you would act and like your health habits, your social habits, like all these things. And just for example, like the social one, it asked me what kind of in my ideal future, how would I act around friends and family? Well, I would probably be more open. I'd probably be more confident, more assertive in a way, and but not in a asshole kind of way, not in a really dicky, cocky way, but in more of a confident and like more, yeah, just confident, I guess. And I had a hint of this yesterday. It was sort of an argument, like so. I've always tried to steer off away from arguments and drama, especially when it comes to friends and like before, because when I look back, I always use those moments to sort of scratch my ego in a way, like argue for the benefit of just scratching my ego, but like sort of like getting the like gaining a moral high ground or just gaining a higher intellectual, like just showing off basically, like showing off your intellectual ability to argue. Um, but yesterday I had a glimpse while talking to some of my friends, specifically, I usually don't name drop, but let's call this guy Susan, bro. I mean, people would definitely know, but his name was Susan, and we were having an argument about stupid this Twitch streamer that's like his name is XQC, and like generally he made the argument that he was faking, right? That he was faking to get views or whatever, and I made the argument that generally people have different versions of themselves, and it totally depends on the situation. Like how I act with my friends compared to how I act with family compared to how I act with myself, like it's all different, but I wouldn't consider it like faking. I guess I used to consider that as faking. Like there could be situations where you could definitely fake yourself, fake a version of yourself to other people, but I generally think that for me, my personal case, I just have different vibes. I have different energy levels, I guess. I'm more energetic with friends, which makes me more hyper, which makes me more sort of goofy in a way. But with myself, when I'm by myself, I tend to be more reserved, more, I guess, quiet, more thoughtful, more introvertive, like more, yeah, like I guess you guys know what I'm trying to say, but um, it's more, it's more reserved, and I wouldn't say one is fake than the other, and I'm not gonna lie, like when I get in sort of like not it wasn't even an argument, it was just a simple like disagreement or whatever, and like I've always steered off that because I always found it to be just a battle of egos, but generally there are some things you can learn from arguments. I just think it's hard for me to differentiate and sort of. I even get an ego boost from deciding not to argue. I get an ego boost of like, oh, it doesn't matter. Like, why argue about this? Like, there's always ego related to it. But I guess what I'm just trying to say is that I want like I got a hint of confidence from that. Like I got a hint of being more confident in my opinions and ideas. I got a hint of being more assertive in a way and being more confident in what I'm actually arguing about, right? Like before I used to argue and talk about things that I don't even know, like that I fully like I know that I don't have great knowledge in it, but I would like to just act like I have a lot of knowledge on a certain topic just because like my ego can't handle not knowing about stuff. But generally I guess my ideal way to handle those things is when I don't know much about something, I would just like to admit it, right? Like hopefully that's something I can do, and I think I'm doing it more often than not, where I say, you know what, I really don't know much about this situation, just so there's not much I can say, but from what I do know, this is my argument. And like like that's generally something I want to be more aware of. But yeah, that's it's just one of those things, right? Like I'm enjoying it, man. Like I'm just enjoying just learning more about myself in those situations, I guess. And that's something I just farted, by the way. That's disgusting. But yeah, generally, I just want to be more confident in myself. That's it. That's the basis of it all. But yeah. What else, dude? But yeah, New Year. New Year. Um. Hopefully, I'm not gonna lie. I've been missing some friend activities, not just gaming, but like actually going out and like either playing ball or just hanging out park or something. Like I miss that shit, and I hope I get to do more of that this year. I wanna actually, what I wanna do? I wanna get jacked for fucking summer, dude. Just like, yeah, just go out there, bro, and feel confident. I'm just take my shirt off. Yeah, man. Hopefully I do it this year. Hopefully that's a focal point. But yeah. So what else? I don't know. That's pretty much it. I actually kind of want to read right now. I'm actually feeling like reading, but I haven't done any gaming today, and I kind of want to do some gaming. Okay, I'll read a little bit and then maybe do some gaming whenever I feel tired of tired of this. I know this was a short one, but generally that's. So I already did some like sort of self-reflection, writing the whole future authoring, some of the future authoring stuff. So I think that's why I kind of want to cut it short today, which is okay. Like I should be in total control of how much I want to do this, and obviously like I'll schedule it every week, but because like 5 minutes just to check in doesn't hurt. But yeah, like I don't want to overdo it and just repeat stuff. But I think it's a good stopping point right now. So yeah, today was January 7th, 2021, Thursday, 8:46 p.m. And I'll see you guys in the next one.